It's tax season and many of you have filed and you're waiting for your refund.
That's right. Local 24 News reporter Jeanne Francine joining us live at a local tax office in Hickory Hill this morning. Jeanne.
Well, many people wait until the last minute to file their taxes simply because they don't know how to do them, and that's where the tax professional comes in. Just like Crystal Oliver, she's the owner of Dream Team Solutions. She's joining us this morning. Crystal, as a tax preparer, what do you personally do to make sure you're making that checklist and doing everything to make sure those taxes are filed properly?
Well, here we have a checklist. Every client that comes in, we make sure that they have all the proper documentation. And this is primarily because if they ever get an audit letter for them to actually have to verify anything, they don't have to scramble and look for them. We'll have them in our folder as well.
Very organized. So talk to us. Many times we're driving down the street, we see those yard signs that say 10,000 back tomorrow, and it seems too good to be true. And many times, many of these promises, overpromise and underdeliver. Talk about scams that are out here these days.
Well, no one can actually tell you exactly what you're getting back by just telling them the amount of number of dependents you have. So if anybody tells you that I can get you back this amount and they don't know what your income was or what you actually paid into federal, if you're self-employed, if you're W-2, there's no way that they can actually guess what you'll be getting back by just telling them the number of dependents you have. So that's definitely a red flag.
Worst case scenario, you file with these people, the IRS comes after them, and they can also come after you as the tax preparer. How does that work out?
Well, just like a taxpayer can be audited, so can a tax professional. So if we're audited, they'll come in the office and they'll actually look through your files and they'll make sure that you have everything to document what that person told you. That's our due diligence as a tax preparer. We have to make sure that everything that the taxpayer is telling us, that we actually took another step to make sure that everything is accurate and correct.
There may be someone at home who is watching this and they're like, oh snap, someone filed my taxes improperly. Where can they go to file a complaint on the tax preparer to make sure they are covered on their end?
Well, the IRS has a form online. It's a tax preparer misconduct form. So they can complete that form and actually fax it back to the IRS for any misconduct. For instance, if someone actually filed you without your permission, if they didn't provide you paperwork, you always should get paperwork from your preparer at the time that you file. So if you don't get paperwork back, that's also a red flag as well.
All right, thank you so much, Crystal. Now, it should take around 21 days to receive your refund, but due to the partial government shutdown that we just experienced, it could take even longer. Just make sure you're checking up on the status when it comes to your refund. Reporting live in Hickory Hill, Jeanne Francine. Good day, Memphis.